Hi friends, I thought I would take some time and go over all of the books that I have read so far in August and where I am with them and how I feel about them. So let's get started. First up, let's go with The Summer Storms by Sarah MacLean. I rated this a 4-star. It gave me Conditions of Will vibes. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very well written and I would absolutely recommend this to anybody who wants a good end of summer read. Dungeon Crawler Carl 4, The Gate of Feral Gods. This is by Matt Dinniman. You guys know my obsession so far with this series. This was a 5-star. There was a lot that happened. There's just always a lot going on in these books. Again, to me, the star of the show is Princess Donut. Love that girl. And I am about 60% through book 5, and I am still just as hooked as when I picked up book 1. So, Dungeon Crawler 4, 5 stars. If you are reading this series, let me know how it's going. Let me know where you're at. The Bright Years by Sarah DeMoff. Okay. So whenever you see a review where it's like, this book was really good, it could have just been like 50 pages long, shorter, or 100 pages shorter. This is exactly an example of what we mean. You don't need a book to be incredibly long to tell a story and to touch you emotionally. Sarah did an amazing job. This was a 5-star read and something that I immediately called Liz G and I was like, you have to read it now. I have to cry with you. I did Play Along by Liz Tom Ford. This was a 5-star. I loved every single second of it, which is anybody shocked? And I think this might be one of my favorites. I finally read Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I get it. I get it now. I get what everybody was saying. I was openly sobbing on FaceTime with my husband. This was at its core, a love story, but the entire concept of going to space and becoming an astronaut and all of that was amazing and just put in the story so well and so well done. Joan's character had so much growth. There were multiple characters that I felt had so much growth, and you grow so close to these characters that the end really just, if you don't cry, I don't know what to tell you. I am a crier though, so I'm not judging personally. Promise Me Sunshine. This was another one that absolutely wrecked me. It follows a young lady who loses her absolute best friend and is navigating through that grief, and you kind of follow her as she meets someone who kind of helps take on the load, but also like kind of teaches her how to live again. And there is romance, but it is also just a story of coming back alive. I put in my review that I think this might be one of my favorite romance books I've ever read. And that was because I openly sobbed multiple times through this book. I love the characters. I love the concept. I love the plot. I thought it was so well done. I am just having the best month. July was an amazing reading month, and so now has August been. So let me know what you're reading and what your top read has been for August, and we'll see you soon.